It's a remix, some John Williams there.
Hell yeah, dude. My favorite time
Oh, man.
of the year. SlashU
Here we go.
becomes SharkU.
This is a good time of the year.
What you gonna do, SharkU? Yes, it is, Andy. Good to see you, brother.
Great to see you.
Awesome.
Very excited.
Yes, I love Shark Week at SlashU. When we become shark aquarists.
Yep, shark biologist, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. We do this, once a year now? Where we each pick a shark movie?
Yes. Oh,
A cheesy, schlocky, shitty shark movie.
Dude, I think we outdid ourselves this week or this month for, this year for
Yeah.
SlashU's.
The two we have back-to-back episodes are Chef's Kiss.
You want to hear something fucking crazy too? We're
tell
coming
me.
on 5 years.
Isn't that wild?
Like 5 years solid. I mean, I think the longest break we took maybe was like 6 weeks, I think, at the most. But I mean, that's commitment. And I'm
Yeah.
sure our 8 listeners appreciate it.
I'm sure they love it. I'm sure they love
We
it.
do it for all of our listeners.
All of our listeners.
I think we've got like 2 in Ireland, 1 in
Yeah,
Scotland.
we have a couple overseas, for sure. This is episode
We're big in Japan.
physically big, because I'm 6'3", so in
Yes.
Japan, I would just tower.
He's so big.
He's so big. This is episode 186
God,
of SlashU.
I know. I can't wait. 14 more episodes away from 200.
Are we still in season? We are still in season 10. Do you
Yeah.
know? We didn't really call. We've been in season 10 for a while.
Have we?
You want to at some point figure out
After, I think
season
we'll
11?
just end at August because we're going to finish up Shark. We've got 2
Yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
an interview set up, and
Yeah.
then
a break or
yeah, I mean, we'll figure
take a
something
little
out.
break.
But I did go see the new I Know What You Did Last Summer.
You did.
Yes. And
You
got
do
some
Nick's
thoughts on
quick
that.
review or
No, I mean, no, I want you to see it too.
okay.
Hey,
I'll
I
try to go see it.
also saw Haunt Season, which has your wife from Murder Cabin in it, Miss Sid Moody,
Yes,
and
that's
it
on
was
Tubi.
yeah, it's on Amazon too. It's directed by Jake Jarvie, who wants to be on the show.
Oh, really? To
Yeah.
talk about Haunt
Yeah.
Season?
Great guy. It seems like I didn't know this too. He was in the movie Old School. He played one of the entourage. Didn't have I don't think really necessarily a big part. But I thought that was interesting. But I saw the movie. We watched it. Sid's got
Yeah.
a great part.
I want to watch it too. It's in my queue.
And it's fun. A great kill. I thought that was really cool. You know, because again, probably more of a budget than Murder Cabin had,
Sure.
I believe. But probably paid his actors. No.
Yeah.
But you could tell it was shot around, Schaumburg and
Illinois.
yeah, around the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Yeah, for sure.
Is it, judging by the name Haunt Season, is it a Halloween?
Yep.
Okay, maybe we can hook it up closer to Halloween.
Yeah, because I definitely would like to get him in on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because it was great watching and great
be
seeing
awesome.
Sid.
Yeah.
He's excited about checking out Murder Cabin.
How's Murder Cabin doing? Still at the festivals? and
Still
stuff?
at the festivals. We starting August 10th, we start getting notifications like every week.
Ooh.
And the next one we get is from Milwaukee Horror Con.
Okay.
Which I hope we get in because
Yeah.
we're a Wisconsin-made film.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's a pretty good film, I
and
think.
it's like 30 minutes. It's
Yeah.
it's not like it's longer or shorter than anything else that would
It's
go
under
in.
30 minutes, and
Yeah.
that's great by like 40 seconds. So that said,
Perfect.
I mean, I hope, because we're already in, SlashU will be there, but hopefully Murder Cabin will be there
Yeah.
as well. But, Andy, we've seen a lot of movies
A lot.
at this podcast.
We've
and,
seen quite a few.
And this one is my choice.
This is your shark
This is my
movie.
choice.
Yeah.
And it's a shark movie, but I wanted to ask you, speaking of sharks,
Okay.
if you were on a deserted island and a mer shark came up and plopped itself on your island, would you want the top half of the shark to be a human or the bottom half of the shark to be human? Female human.
I think I'd want the top half to be human
Me too.
and the bottom half to be shark.
Me too. Because then I could talk to
It's gonna be
someone.
a tail. And then, I could talk. Talk
Yeah.
to somebody.
You probably could still touch boobs, I mean, I don't know if you...
Where's the cutoff? Like belly button?
Yeah,
That's when
like
it turns into fish?
right where your pants come up to.
Just like a mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do top half too. Not a difficult would you rather, but still, I just wanted to stay on the would you rather
That's
top.
a good one. Thank you.
Because some people might pick, I want the shark top because, they're just perverted and they want vagine.
Sure.
And then they want a
human vagina with the top half shark.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Oh, jeez.
God.
Reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. Hey!
I feel like we have time just to shoot the shit and talk.
Yeah, this will be quick.
We could talk as hosts and friends because I'm not sure how I could explain this movie in detail. Like, and would I recommend this? Fuck yes, I would recommend it in a heartbeat. This is the movie that Mystery Science 3000 would jam on.
Totally.
And this is also a movie that would be great to I don't know like necessarily pounding beers, but definitely smoking some if you engage in cannabis. I think that would be
100%. This movie's for you.
But
has our friend at Bucket of Chum podcast covered this one?
No, I reached out to him.
Okay.
And
he covers a lot of the shark movies.
I said, well, hey, we're doing Shark Side of the Moon and Sky Sharks because we already had it picked out.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, rad. He's like, Sky Sharks is a favorite.
Well, that's next week.
Yeah, and that's
bonkers.
Yeah, that's good. We have a lot in store, but why don't we go ahead and tell you what we're watching from 2022, 1 hour, 28 minutes.
Shark Side of the Moon.
Shark Side of the Moon.
Lesser known Pink Floyd album.
Yeah. There's one scene in the movie, did you get it? Like when they're on the moon and he goes, hello, anyone? Is anyone out there? Is anybody out there?
Yeah, it's just like the...
I was like, hey, that's a fun Easter egg.
That's true. There was another Easter egg that I made notes about that we'll
good.
get to that I thought was fun.
Well,
a missed opportunity Easter egg, but still there.
Let's go ahead and get into it because this is, please follow along. Again, this is called Shark Side of the Moon. So you're probably, if you're guessing, it's probably about sharks on a moon. You're halfway with us.
Yep. You're not gonna have any trouble following.
Yeah. So but will help. What also will help?
Yeah. What
is Andy's Cliff Kill little motherfucking notes. Brought to you by Oats. If you want something healthy for yourself or for your horse, grab some oats. And now, Andy's Cliff Kill Oats. I mean, notes. Oats. That's how I came up with oats.
Thanks, Oats, for sponsoring the notes. The Cliff Kill Notes, a brief summary of the movie so you can follow along in case you didn't go see it. But this one's not hard to follow.
Yeah.
Other than some really bizarre suspensions of disbelief, I guess. You want to be polite about it.
Yeah.
Directed by Glenn Campbell and Tammy Klein. Tammy Klein's in the movie. Real short part, we'll point her out. In 1984, the United States was dominating the space race. The USSR was attempting to keep up, but just could not match the technological advancements of the Americans. So, for some reason, they ended up experimenting with sharks instead. They ended up creating a hybrid race of super intelligent, nearly indestructible sharks that and launched them to the dark side of the moon.
Dark side of the moon.
Now, in present day, a group of American astronauts sets off to the moon for some experiments around clean energy or from algae or something. Doesn't matter. It's not clear. They crash land on the far side of the moon and they have to fight for survival before the sharks can steal their ship and take over Earth. I know.
Actually, they're going up there to find out if the moon can be. We want to take our pollution and our overpopulation to the hills of the mountain, the craters of the mountains. That's what they're doing to see if
is that what they were
habitable. Make it see if it's
build a colony on the moon.
Yeah, to see if we can.
Weird that we haven't even tried doing that. I mean, we went there in the '60s and just.
I don't know, but I mean, I don't think there's really much to do.
Did we go?
Oh, no.
Did we land on the moon?
I don't think there's much to debate about whether it's, I mean, yeah, I think it'd just be like living in the desert. I mean, you have to get water, electricity. Yeah. You would have to depend on your ship. It'd be lonely.
There's no atmosphere.
Cold.
Very cold.
Very cold.
No atmosphere, which, leaves me a lot of questions on this movie.
Yes, we will get into it. So it starts off, it's really fun. Here we go, Andy.
Let's get into it.
Back in the laboratories in the hills of Mother Russia.
Best Russian accent.
where they experiment on sharks, and they have their astronomy or their astronaut program there as well.
Yep.
Where they launch their space shuttles, they experiment with sharks.
In Russia, rocket fighters you.
Yeah.
Remember?
In Russia, sharks you eat sharks.
In Soviet Russia.
In Soviet, okay, sorry.
The USSR. This is back in the day when it was the United Soviet Socialist Republic.
Yep.
Before it broke up.
Yeah. When it was like Cold War
Yeah,
shit.
if we have any younger listeners, maybe don't remember the USSR, but for those of us who lived through the Cold War, I was just a wee baby.
During the Cold War? No, you weren't. It was in the 60s. You weren't even born.
No, I mean, like, this starts in 84. I was 3. This starts in 1984.
Yeah, but it was during a time when Yuri and Dropov and Ronald Reagan were like really going back and forth.
Yep.
Like it was a time where things were tense.
I was a big baby during Ronald Reagan's
You were
administration.
a big baby.
Well, we end up on some top secret lab somewhere in the USSR, and there's like a dude feeding sharks,
Yeah.
talking Russian to them.
Yeah, it's like some Soviet lab.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that someone, puts their name to this. And again, I know it's our buddy from Pillow Party Massacre. They're in the game, but still, I just don't understand. Like if I showed this, people would just laugh. I mean, it is such a funny movie.
Maybe that's the idea.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what they're going for.
Because,
I'm goofing with my mic, sorry.
again, at this Soviet lab, Sergey,
Sergey, yeah.
Sergey, and his pal. Mm-hmm. I didn't even write his name
Alyosha.
down. Alyosha, but he's not important. He dies quickly.
Yes.
They're experimenting with sharks. Sharks that are like humans, Andy. These are like hybrid sharks that can walk on two legs.
Yep. They can speak Russian.
Yes.
They point that out here in the first scene.
Yes, they're learning, and they're learning.
Right.
They're growing. Their mind is developing.
It's funny, like the one guy, Alyosha, comes up and startles Sergey, and he drops his bucket of chum, whatever, and it like shorts out the electrical grid that's guarding, keeping the sharks in the tank.
Right on.
It's hilarious that something so stupid and simple like that can just take down the grid. Like, where's the fail safes?
I know,
where's
exactly.
the backup systems?
It's kind of like
one stupid bucket is all it takes.
It's like that kind of Star Wars theory that you can go down and there's one
the little 2-meter port.
Yeah,
right.
And you can just fire on it and it'll explode
blow up the whole Death Star.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's explained. I'm gonna get Star Wars nerdy on you. I see Star Wars nerdy. That's explained in the movie Rogue One.
Oh, okay.
Where the architects of the Death Star did that on purpose as a way to be able to destroy it.
Oh,
yeah, he made it that way on
well,
purpose.
it took him a few years.
Yeah. Anyway,
so when we get
don't want to go on a Star Wars tangent.
when we get Sky Sharks, the 8th installment, they'll probably explain why that happened. But they're like Andy said, the electrical grid fails, and so these fucking hybrid sharks that can walk, that are fierce. I mean, built like, Jesus back in the day. I mean, just ripped abs, fucking
Yep. They all climb out.
They climb out, and hell starts breaking you loose, and it's they start terrorizing the laboratory, Andy.
Yeah, just
people
killing
run.
anybody in their way.
There's no use. These sharks are made to make the Terminator look like a pussy.
Yes.
Nearly
Nearly indestructible.
Yeah, to make him look like a penis. He is
big sissy man.
He is. They are fierce. So Sergey and his pal realize that they can't let the monsters escape.
Right.
So they load them up on the space shuttle because, again, like I said, next to this laboratory where they experiment on sharks, that's the Russian space program.
There's a launch pad with a rocket
ready to go,
walking distance. Very strange, because I feel like the ball fire from the rocket would blow up the lab, because it's right there.
Yeah.
Why would you build a building next to where a rocket's going to go off? But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a astrologer, so I don't know.
Me neither.
How to run a space shuttle.
Right. Well, they lead the sharks onto this space shuttle, and Sergey and Alyosha, they're trying to get the rocket started, and apparently all scientists get cosmonaut training.
Yes.
Because Sergey, if he thinks about it, he can run the ship.
When the Russian program started in 1937,
Yeah.
they trained all their soldiers to become cosmonauts.
Okay, perfect. That's the U in SlashU.
That's Wikipedia. Hey, get it? Because my name's Nick.
Nickipedia.
That's what fake fact news is going to be now.
Anyone can edit it.
If your name is Nick.
Only if your name's Nick. So what happens is, in order to buy some time so Sergei can get the rocket started, Alyosha sacrifices himself.
Yeah.
And they launch, taking the sharks into space so they can't escape. Is it like 100 sharks or
That's
like a
what, I
couple
wrote
dozen?
the same thing. I was like...
It seems like there's like 200 sharks.
I agree.
But then on the rocket, there's like 10.
Yeah. I know. The CGI is so bad with these sharks. It is.
Yeah, well, it's better than most movies we've seen.
Is it?
I don't know. It's not great.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, but
But we get our title card.
Yeah, but Sergey and his new pals, the Sharks, are in space. They're head up. Title card. We cut to some years later, Andy. 40 years later.
Yeah.
And the U.S. is looking to take, like I said, to take their pollution and their overpopulation to the moon.
Right.
They want to see what living like would be on the moon. And I love all the B-roll. I think this movie's like 60% B-roll, but they're watching this rad space shuttle.
Tabula rasa.
Tabula Rosa.
Which I think is Latin for blank slate.
Is it?
I think it is. Look me up. Yeah, fact check me.
Are you sure it doesn't mean table of roses?
No, maybe it does in Spanish.
I think it's table of roses.
Tabula rasa?
Yeah.
I really thought
I read it on Wikipedia.
I really thought it meant blank slate. But it's a futuristic looking American rocket.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
None of our current shuttles look like this that we're aware of anyway.
No. But unfortunately, a space engineer, astronaut Gilmore, gets sick.
Yeah, that's the lady. That is Tammy Klein.
Oh, it is?
Co-directed this movie. Yeah.
And wrote it. Co-wrote it too.
She talks about shouldn't have had those burritos last night or something.
Yeah, tacos. That's like gross. I mean, it's like, come on.
They do a quick medical exam on her and determine maybe she has appendicitis.
They just take a laser and point it to her head and go, "Yep, she's gonna die in 2 weeks." Something like that.
Fever of 142 degrees.
But I love this trope. Yeah, the trope that we have to call in the alternate. Yeah. He can get there so fast that these people can sit where they are, and he pulls out, bad boy motorcycle.
Yep.
And it's
they
kind of
really play up.
Yeah, the commander kind of know who he. She's like, oh fuck, I bet it's gonna be Michael.
This guy.
Yeah,
nobody likes him, but he's the best at what he does.
Yeah, and he's got that, that funny like.
Right.
Just jokey attitude. Like he's good at what he does, but he's kind of like the bad boy.
Right. Right. And he must know that he's good at what he does, and that's why he's so jokey and, schlocky.
Yeah, he doesn't really care. So
they really play it up though, and there's no good payoff for it.
No.
Like Mike's just another guy in the movie. Like he's not even, you know what I mean? He doesn't have like some huge pivotal role.
Yeah, you're a good point. I guess what makes them all work so well together is that they all have matching AirPods.
Yes.
So they're able to give him some AirPods.
This is from 2022. Yeah, they're using like Apple AirPods.
Well, we forgot the headphones. Hey, everyone, just go grab your AirPods and we'll just fucking use those.
Pretend that's what you're talking into.
Commander Nicole Tress, again, is not happy with Michael. He's, just kind of has that I don't care attitude like we mentioned.
Right.
But they sit down. Again, it's just funny to me that he's able to, they don't have to clear him. They don't have to.
Nope.
He's
the alternate. He's got to be ready to go, even though he lives 10 miles away or whatever. It took him a minute to get here. You'd think he'd be on site for launch day.
And you would think Gilmore wouldn't have had like shitty tacos or burritos the night before fucking a mid-launch.
Well, they claimed it's appendicitis, which can come on suddenly maybe.
Oh, okay. I think I would have gone with a salad, a salad and maybe like, a sugar-free Gatorade.
Sure.
They're off to space, Andy.
I love the numerous checks. They check every system, life support, oxygen, thrusters.
I wrote that too. They just Google space words and put them in the script. The engine gimbal profile.
Yep.
Power status. Module command gaseous floor.
How's our pitch and yaw? It's good. Looking good.
I also thought
other flight terms.
Did you notice the B-roll of Liam, one of the guys who's going to die in the movie?
Yeah.
On this, anytime like a silly joke's made, they always cut back to him shaking his head like,
yep.
Pitch and yaw, 100%.
He's just rolling his eyes.
Yeah,
goofball Mike.
But Siri, Google space words.
Right. So they take off, successful takeoff. set course for the moon. They're going to get there in 68 hours, 42 minutes, and 15 seconds. So like 2.5 days, right?
Is that how long it takes to get to the moon?
I don't know for real. That's another thing that's easily Googleable. I'm sure it's a long time.
We could look up on Wikipedia.
You could. I don't think it's like a week, but I also don't think it's just a couple hours. I think it's a pretty decent journey.
Okay.
I don't know. If we went there,
Well,
that is, if we actually went there.
Yeah, that would be
which,
cool.
up for debate.
Oh my god. The table of
Andy's a moon landing denier.
Well, I mean, how would we do it when our Earth is flat? I mean, like how would
I don't know.
because
I don't know.
I mean that's another thing. Like
So many questions.
we've been to space. I don't think we've ever been to space because
Yep.
we have a flat Earth.
Space is fake.
I mean, I look at the horizon. I look at the Lake Michigan right next to
Yep.
where we live,
Yep.
and it's just flat.
You can't see Michigan. over
No,
there?
but I don't see a turn.
No,
of
right.
the turn, so it's flat. As flat as a day as day comes. The Table of Roses starts to experience gaseous commander forms. Gaseous commander forms of technical light spheres
Yes.
that cause them to crash on the wrong side of the moon, maybe the shark side of the moon.
Yeah, there's just like random space mumbo jumbo as
Yeah.
they're flying. Right, we get that little exposition about Josie with her algae.
Yeah, there's
She's something algae with clean energy.
yeah,
I
that's
thought this would play a bigger part in the movie. Like she's going to use the algae to defeat the sharks later, but that's not
they
what
use
happens.
it to breathe.
I guess, but that's Sergei and his algae.
Yeah.
Spoilers for spoiling the movie.
Yeah, it's
But
it's nothing really
It's
to
dumb.
spoil.
Anyway, there's electromagnetic interference. They think it's the Van Allen radiation belt, which is a real thing. And then they think it's probably nothing, but they get thrown off course upon descent and wind up, on the
Yeah, the molecular
side of
the molecular module of the conspired laser force.
But on the way to crashing, Nick, they do take out a satellite that was acting as a relay for communications. So now being on the other side of the moon, they can't radio back to NASA headquarters because that satellite's gone, which they mentioned like 6 times.
Yes, they
we
do.
destroyed it.
Yeah, we
destroyed the satellite.
The satellite that was going to keep them connected to Earth. So they
Right.
have to. They do realize though, now that they're crashed on the moon, they have to go to the rover U-22.
Yeah,
Do you like U-22?
I also like you too. I too like you too.
I too like U-2.
Too.
Bono is awesome. It's a modular that they can take parts from and
Yeah.
to fix the ship and get them to the right side of the moon to get them back home.
Right.
But it might take a little bit. But the good news is, Andy, they're stocked with oxygen. They have food. They have algae.
Yep. Plenty of food and oxygen. Right.
Yes.
They're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And NASA knows, Houston knows that they crash.
Yeah.
They crash. So, of course, they'll send help if they need to.
But they need to get to that U-22.
You got to get to that rover, U-222.
The rover that is made, it's a wagon with aluminum foil on it and like a
Clearly.
plastic bowl.
A radio flyer wagon or something. Yeah. With some yellow or gold foil.
Yeah, heavy those light filters.
Right.
I'm gonna cover this fucking wagon.
Commander Tress, Mike, Henry, and Liam all suit up, and in the best green screen shot I've ever seen, off they go to the moon.
This scene cracks
pretending
me
to
up.
be in low gravity.
I would have wanted to have been there. I wanted to have been on fly on the wall to watch this scene because they're obviously walking on the floor of the director's apartment, so they could superimpose the moon. And,
Right.
And did you have subtitles come up during this?
Yes.
That
Where there was no audio for
Yeah.
it? Yes.
That's
was
odd,
weird.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're not speaking, but you don't hear it, but the subtitles come up like a ghost is speaking, and it's like, isn't this crazy? We're the first ones to be doing this,
It was all there.
Yes.
And I could read that.
but you didn't hear it or
Right.
didn't see it.
So if you're a deaf person, you think they're saying that,
But they're
not.
Yeah.
Maybe there was just some alternate. Maybe that was some alternate dialogue that was recorded and made it into the subtitle track, but didn't get.
It was just interesting. I mean,
Didn't
the
get cut
first
out.
time I've seen this, I've seen a lot of fucking movies.
Yeah,
This
me
is the
too.
that was interesting. So, who's the staff on the ship that was left back? Notice some things happening around them. Is it like they're like things are coming up on the screen? I think it's Josie and Ellie. They were
Josie,
like,
Ellie, Tom are still back at the ship.
yeah, and they're kind of like, holy cow! Like, is that Russian or is it Chinese transcript from the U-22? Who cares?
Doesn't
But
matter.
I'll tell you this, Andy, it is Russian.
Yeah, it's Russian. They see some Russian something or other. But they get to the rover, they start to work, but they get interrupted. Liam gets a bloody nose.
Do you remember? Yeah, because he hit his
He
head.
hit his head in the crash.
Guess what attracts? Guess what fucking attracts
Loves
blood?
Blood?
Or blood attracts
Sharks.
Fuck.
Well, the sharks swim through the ground like
Yeah.
tremors,
Yeah,
and they see him in the distance.
They do that.
Yeah, and that was in Arkansas Women's Prison Massacre.
Yeah, they
I think last year or 2
yeah,
years ago.
Sharks are amazing creatures.
They can do anything.
Moonrock is fucking, I would think, really fucking tough.
No, I don't know. I've never been there.
Huh?
Have we?
Oh my God.
So the sharks swim, in quotes, up to our crew at the rover. And obviously these people are confused. Like, what the fuck is it? We don't know what this is. They're like, is it tracks from this rover? What is happening? It can't be volcanic activity.
No.
It's the moon. And they end up running, but poor Liam gets eaten. A shark jumps out of the dirt and tackles him and eats Liam.
And before the shark can attack our commander, Michael, and Henry, it is destroyed by a booby trap flame.
It's like a bomb, like a mine or something that blows up.
I didn't think, I don't know. Can fire happen on the moon?
No, I don't know. Not out in the moon. There's no oxygen.
Yeah, doesn't fire need oxygen?
It does.
Okay.
Well, a booby trap blows up one of the sharks. And we meet old Sergei and Akula, who are there to greet our crew, and they kill the shark. How do they hear Sergei and Akula talking without radios? Because they're like standing there talking to our crew. Our crew's got their spacesuits on. Sergei doesn't have a spacesuit on. He's got like oxygen tubes in his nose and goggles. And Akula has no spacesuit on.
Well, she's a hybrid.
She's a hybrid shark lady. But they're talking to our crew, and they can hear them. Like, sound travels through air, and there's no air on the moon. So how do they know what they're saying?
So this is what our podcast would sound like on the moon.
Yes. I didn't get it. So I don't know how they're hearing these two talk without radio
I didn't even
contact.
think about that.
Sergei's like, you're here to rescue me. I never thought it'd be the Americans they sent to rescue me. Yeah, in Soviet Russia, you have to rescue yourself. I don't know. It's dumb.
Sergei has like Andy said, a oxygen tank on, and but the girl isn't breathing. It's his daughter, adopted daughter, Akula, as you mentioned. And she is not breathing. I just didn't understand how the sharks who need water to breathe that went to space and were able to live.
Yeah,
like, how come those shark hybrids escaped from the water?
Right. They were bred to like exist.
But even
in
if they
any
could breathe
condition.
air, but
I don't know. How are they existing in the vacuum of the moon? Yeah. Akula, she has a fin on her back.
Yeah. It's covered by her spacesuit, but you can definitely tell it's there. She wants to go back to Earth with her papa, and she's like, and Sergei at this moment is like, well, I must be staying here now forever. And Akula's like, no, papa, we will go back, boobies. And even Commander Tress is like, yo, we'll take you back. We just gotta, we gotta
fix our ship.
Yeah, we gotta get back to it. That's what we're doing.
We didn't know you guys were here. This is wild. But they decide we got to go to Sergei's ship so that they don't lead the sharks back to the Tabula Rasa. And so off they go.
Yeah, because the sharks are attracted to electromagnetics and blood. Mm-hmm. So that's great.
They load up in a rover, and they're about to leave when a shark grabs Henry.
Yep.
And jumps down into the pit.
Doesn't kill him.
Doesn't kill, just takes him hostage.
So, of course, Commander Tress is like, we got to go back and get him. And they're like, no, that's a trap. They're trying to get our attention. So let's go suit up and gear up, and then we'll come back and save your friend. Everything will be fine.
Meanwhile, Sergei cautions the commander, don't use the radio, because if your crewmates radio back, it will attract the sharks. The electromagnetic radio waves will attract the sharks, and they'll know where your ship is. So off they go.
Yeah, and we get back to Henry, who was thrown in some cavernous
shark
jail, and he even mentions, like, how can I breathe down here?
Yep.
I thought he was going to get sexually assaulted by one of the sharks.
Ooh.
Like I really did.
Horny shark.
Yeah, because the queen Tsarina, or she has a bodyguard, Scar, thank you,
Yeah.
Scar. And Scar is the one that throws him down in the crater.
Yeah.
And she approaching him. She's a big shark with big coconut boobies.
Big shark boobies.
And God, that's weird to say. That's hello Milwaukee. Where's shark boobies?
Sentences that will never be uttered.
Yeah,
in the real world again.
When will you? I mean, seriously, now I want to get shark boobies tattooed on me somewhere.
These are.
I want to get a shark with tits tattooed on me.
These are human hybrid sharks. That's
Yes.
why. The mammal, mammary glands.
Yes,
I guess.
there you go.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about breasts, unique to mammals, right? But this is a shark that
Yeah.
has breasts.
Well, it is. I thought she was going to assault him, like
Yeah.
because I thought for a second I was like, was that how they become half human? I don't know.
The Russians made him half human.
But the leader of the shark, is she's speaking in Russian. She is letting her crew know that they need to get to that new ship that just crashed,
Right.
to transport her people and all the shark babies back to Earth so they can rule the planet. And that's where we meet Zarina.
They want to escape
Zarina Sela.
with their shark eggs. I'm pretty sure sharks have live births, though. I don't know that sharks lay eggs. That's another thing that needs to get fact checked. But they talk about the shark eggs, and I'm like, I don't think sharks lay eggs. I thought sharks had live births.
They're little egg modules.
They're in like little jars.
I thought they were jars too,
Yeah.
but then I really looked at it. They're like little eggs.
Fucking wild, man. So anyway,
But Zarina Sela, she's like, Henry, I'm sure you have questions. And Zarina Sela's got like a thick booty.
Yeah.
Like she's a good looking shark.
she's a
Will I ever say that again?
CGI shark, Nick. You're pointing out all her sexy attributes.
Well, I mean, people did that like with the I mean, I'm not saying it's, but
Yeah.
like the parent superhero with the kids, the underdogs, or the
Incredibles?
Incredibles. Yeah, the mom was,
Yeah.
THICC.
Well, she's human. She's an animated human.
She's an animated cartoon. This
Yeah.
is an animated shark just done through CGI
With a big, thick
with a
booty.
nice booty.
Yeah, shark booty.
Fish booty.
That's another band.
Yeah.
So, whatever. We go back to
Yeah, this is a fast
Sergei.
forward scene.
Sergei and his ship, and
Yeah,
he
he-
explains his whole history.
Yeah, he uses algae to make oxygen.
Yeah.
He found this baby girl next to his ship.
She was abandoned,
She was abandoned by the shark people because she looked
that's-
too human.
and that's Akula. So
That's
he's
Akula.
raised Akula as his own.
He says, listen, what you have on isn't good. I've made these spacesuits, or Akula has made these spacesuits, so you can do space stuff.
They don't need helmets.
They don't need helmets.
They use infrared communications instead of radio waves.
They keep your body heat unnoticeable.
Right.
And that will get us closer. That'll help us get closer to the crater on the shark side of the moon, so we can rescue your friend Henry.
Sergei does explain how, yes, the Americans landed on the moon first, but us Soviets were going to claim it for our own and build cities on the moon. And they wanted to use sharks as a weapon against the United States.
Yeah.
What a weird weapon.
They had
Use
to.
nuclear missiles, but it's okay.
We could use hybrid human sharks, which there's a backstory right there.
For sure. Yeah, we could have a prequel to this movie.
But I'm sure it'd be probably rated, PG or 17, NC-17, because there probably would have to be they would have to show some kind of, shark serum and space or human semen intermixing together.
Oh, like a human shark intercourse?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just can't do any of that with needles and syringes
Hi, my
in the
name's
lab.
my name's Fred Milkinson. I was the guy who banged a shark so the hybrids could do their thing.
They paid me 20 grand
Yeah.
and said,
Bang this shark.
bang this shark. Oh, Lord. And I was like, okay.
I was
you know.
down on my luck at the time.
Right. I lost it all at the track. I needed the money
Here's 20 grand.
using my kids' college fund. So I took 20 grand.
How would you bang a shark? That'd be so tough too.
Where do I put it?
Yeah. And how do I hold it?
Right. Is it going to bite me?
Yeah, can you sedate it?
So many questions. But if it's sedated, is it consent? I mean, this is shark assault. I got so many ethical questions about
Oh
these shark hybrids. We'll do a separate episode about how they made the shark hybrids. In any case, the Commander Tress, radios Ellie back at her
Yeah,
ship,
sorry.
but clearly says, "This is Commander Tress. Do not respond. Don't respond. I just need you to know that we're okay and blah 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 blah. But don't respond because the sharks are attracted to the electromagnetic frequency. And so Ellie at the Tabula Rasa doesn't quite hear the message. It's choppy, and so she winds up going like, "Commander, is that you, Commander?" And thereby transmitting and thereby attracting sharks. And Ellie and Owen decide we got to go look for him.
Yeah, she's a commander now.
She's in charge.
She's in charge, so
Yeah.
she's like, Tom and Josie are going to stay here, and you and I are going to go take off.
Ellie and Owen go to look.
Yeah. And,
Meanwhile,
back at Shark Base,
Henry's getting tortured
yeah,
by the sharks.
That's where she's like, she wants to know where the ship is, but I thought they could just find out on their own with electromagnetics. But
There's a lot of questions. Good question, man.
Henry's not giving up the ship. He's not giving up shit.
Correct.
So she's like, Zarina, the leader, Scar, do your thing on me, Henry. So she bites off his leg and then sears it shut like with a hot iron.
Yeah, she cauterizes it.
Because aren't they living among lava too?
I guess there's lava and volcano there on the moon. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So Henry, that's how they torture him. Bite
So
off
of course,
his foot.
and of course, I mean, I would too. I would give up the information.
He's immediately like, "Yep, my ship's here." He
Yeah.
points to a map. Yeah.
Maybe some people would be heroes and go, "You'd have to kill me first."
Yeah. Well, you never know. They could have bitten off his other foot, and then his hand, and then his other hand.
Torturing.
With torture. Yeah. And so, back at Sergei's, they're all suited up. Mike and the commander and Sergei and Akula, they're all suited up and they get their spears ready.
Made of moon rock.
They learn they're made of moon rock because it's the only thing tough enough to penetrate the shark's hides.
Yep.
I guess.
They hit the moon rover. Their mission is to get back to the United States Space Shuttle, which I'm just calling it that.
Well, they want to save Henry because he's really important. He's pivotal in piloting.
Putting everything back. But I mean, that's the mission, though. They hop off the rover because it gives off electromagnetic impulses, because they have to get close to where Henry's being held. Question for you: do you think people are still able to follow us right now?
I hope so.
Okay.
They get to the shark colony, shark base, whatever, to save Henry. Somewhere in there, I don't remember. I think the commander said, like, we got to save Henry because he's like their lead engineer.
Yeah,
they need him to fix the ship or something.
Yeah, because that's what he even said. Like, he's like, I'm going to be able to. Liam grabbed the parts.
Yeah.
I'm not Liam along with us, so it's only going to be Henry that's going to be able to kind of fix everything up.
Right. So they got to get Henry. We also get some dialogue here about how the sharks are able to asexually reproduce, which is kind of important. And that's how they've multiplied and grown their population.
Are all the sharks
over the last
female?
40 years? I don't think so. But they do a little Jurassic Park, like nature finds a way.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
life finds a way.
Exactly.
Little
I thought the
Easter
same
egg.
thing. Exactly.
Yeah. So
Only the strongest, strongest.
I got a strong start for you. Oh, I pooped. It's a shark.
The strongest
sharks.
and smartest sharks are bred to move on. Sergei and his adopted hybrid shark daughter and Michael and Commander Tress find this civilization. The community made a fire, and they're trying just to find out where Henry is.
Yeah.
Andy, and here comes the sharks. A cinematic masterpiece.
Oh, right. They get attacked by a big hammerhead shark, and he's got his eyes are out like a hammerhead shark has their eyes out on the ends of their head. And the four of them are trying to fight with it, and they end up cutting off one of his eyes.
Yeah.
And then Akula does a sweet backflip over him on the other side of him and stabs him and kills him.
I love it. I was wondering, do you think this CGI was used on a Macintosh 850 from 1986?
Maybe.
I was curious.
Definitely taking the low gravity of the moon to your advantage.
They continue their way to find Henry.
Yeah.
Ellie and Owen are walking the moon, and they find a hand.
They find Liam's arm laying there.
And it's still holding the, isn't it still holding something? Or
that's later in the movie.
Oh, that's later.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
sorry.
like a USB drive later. But they find, like,
That's right,
Ellie is like, what is that, a piece of fabric? And as they come up on it, it's like, no, it's a whole arm. It's a forearm. Liam's, oh my God. So they radio for the commander. They're like, anyone, answer.
Uh-oh.
And using the radio tracks the sharks, and they get attacked. I love how as they're running, Owen gets jumped first. He's behind Ellie, and he gets attacked. And Ellie's like, what'd you say, Owen? You cut out. Thereby acknowledging that it's radio, strictly radio contact. But yet they can hear each other. I don't fucking know. It's very inconsistent. And she turns and she's dead too. So Ellie and Owen are
no longer with us.
Yeah.
Back on the ship, it's just Josie and Tom. They're the only ones left. They're kind of more the scientists. They're kind of the one more,
You
kind
think
of bringing.
Tom's rank is Major Tom
Boo.
to ground control.
Boo.
No,
That'd be hilarious. Ground control
to Major Tom.
to Major Tom.
and I think it's gonna be a long, long time. All right, sorry.
I think they even mentioned Elton John in this movie.
They did. Yeah, Sergei talked about how he met him or something back in the.
Or no, saw him in
Back in the
Soviet
day.
Russia
I
when back
saw
in the
him in-
80s.
yes.
He was great.
They're bonding over music.
But Josie and Tom's are the only ones left on the ship. Josie and Tom. Tom figured out that they only have a certain amount of time to grab the impulse of the technology circumstances of a gravitational pull that can get them back to Earth.
yeah.
So,
and stuff.
yes, exactly. It's just it's the B grade, C grade technological speak is hilarious.
Yeah, techno jargon.
Techno jargon.
Throw in some science jargon.
If people use the word synergy, you know right away they're fucking idiots.
Right. So they try to radio out
I said that
for
before?
anyone again, and by radioing out, they attract the attention of the sharks. So we know that the ship is in danger now because at least one scout shark or some member of the shark community has found them. So back at Shark Prison, our Akula and Sergei and Mike and the commander end up knocking down like a big shark to ask him like, where are you holding your prisoners? And that big shark bites himself, draws some blood, and that alerts other sharks.
That's rad, yeah.
Yeah, which is cool. It makes sense.
It does. And
So that we got to get out of here. He's gonna get all this attention.
Akula finishes him off.
Yeah.
Finishes him off. They find Henry. He admits that he had to give up where the ship is because they were torturing him.
Right.
You know, and he mentions they have an army of eggs they're going to hatch on Earth.
Yeah.
And so this
Dun,
is
dun,
so of
dun.
course the commander is super worried now. Obviously, because there are sharks are going to get to her ship, go back to Earth, where they can become the dominant species and leave Commander Tress and her crew stuck
And
on
take over the
shark
whole
side of the
planet.
moon. Yeah.
Yeah. Stuck on the shark side of the moon. As they're running away, they find a room full of shark eggs.
Yep.
Mike was like, let's destroy it. We got to destroy them all right now. But Akula stops him. Like, they're innocent lives, even if they are bloodthirsty killer sharks. It's not right to kill them all. Would we go back to Earth and kill all the humans?
My
'Cause-
shark body, my choice.
yeah, but Akula points out, like, from what I've heard, humans are also really violent and bloodthirsty. So should we kill all them too? You know, it's a big ethical debate
I
here.
bet the writers' room when they wrote that they went, yeah,
That's going to get people talking.
this movie's gonna make a fucking difference.
It's gonna make a difference. Anyone who watches this is gonna change their opinions.
It's like fucking
We're making it.
handing Pepsi to the fucking guards.
Yes.
Like that's like there's this movie. It's gonna go down.
My shark body, my choice. So, really, all they end up doing is the group leaves. Akula
stays back.
Stays back.
This is another.
Is it
mind blow.
though?
Yeah. Xena, the commander leader, is her sister.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello, sister.
Hello, sister.
I just think she talks with the shark leader, Zarina. Zarina tries to convince Akula to
Come
join
back
her.
to us. It would be great.
Join us. It would be so much fun. Now I'm Arnold. We go take over the world. But Akula just says, you know, screw you. Sharks are not my family. You abandoned me.
I'm laughing.
I'm with the humans. And Zarina leaves. And the group finds Akula. Like, what are you doing? Where have you been? They end up stealing a shark rover to get away.
Yeah.
You got to drive back to the Tabula Rasa and get off the moon.
Yeah, you gotta get off the shark side of the moon. Meanwhile, Tom and Josie, you know, who like Andy mentioned, they're trying to get in touch with the commander.
Yeah.
They have been sending radio signals, electromagnetic signals all over the shark side of the moon.
Right.
And so here comes the
You're
sharks.
just saying that as much as you can.
Yeah, I just like
Okay.
every time we say shark side of the moon, take a hit. They decide to run to the habitation laser chamber.
Because there's a shark breaking in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's my question to you, because we cut right back to our foursome on the mountain, fivesome.
Mm-hmm.
Does Michael kill the shark babies because the hybrid adopted shark half daughter accuses Michael of ruining their innocence?
I don't know.
Enough bickering.
Yeah,
we
I
need to
don't
get
know.
back to the ship.
Yeah. I mean, they're at the shark rover. Mike doesn't quite trust Akula. They load up and go anyway. And meanwhile, a huge
whale shark. Yep.
busts out of the ground and starts chasing them. And
Akula does her thing.
yeah, Akula just throws a spear at it, and they get away. Sergei points out, like, it's not a kill shot. It's enough to buy us some time.
Good job, Akula.
Good job,
I'm
Akula.
glad I adopted you.
They get back to the Tabula Rasa to find the door busted open. So they're like, oh no, we got to search the ship. Is everybody okay?
They killed the shark.
Tom and Josie are there, and they actually fought off the one shark that did break in. So they regroup. They learn that Ellie and Owen are dead. And they were like, we're going to have to fight off the other sharks and repair the ship to get home.
And Tom mentions, I plotted a course home,
Right.
but we only have 4 hours to make it happen.
Right.
We can use algae fuel and biotonics to get the ship back online.
Cool.
As long as we have laser syndrome and Fignots boostnust.
Now you're just saying nonsense
I
words.
know, I don't know what I just... It's,
You
I'm
went
lost.
from real words that made no sense together to words that aren't even words.
That was the idea.
But suddenly the sharks attack. The rest of the sharks, they've all found him. And Henry decides, listen, it's my fault they're here because they tortured me and I gave up the location, so I'll go distract them.
Yeah, but fuck Tom. He's like, yeah, it's all your fault anyway, you dick.
Tom immediately, turns on Henry. Immediately.
I wrote that down like if, like, you know, we use each other as examples. If you came in with a fucking half leg that was seared, just looked gnarly, like, dude, I had to do it. I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, man, I
Right.
understand.
Right.
You know, I would not be like, fuck you, Andy.
Isn't that crazy? I thought the same thing. Tom, you have no idea what Henry went through.
God.
These giant mutant talking sharks.
With huge boobs.
Not just talking sharks, but they're speaking Russian.
Yeah.
And they're torturing you, bit off your foot and then cauterized it. So they know how to use tools. They're shark, and they're like, where's your ship? And yeah, Henry gave up the location of the ship.
You would have had me at talking sharks on the moon. You would have had me at sharks on the moon.
But meanwhile, Tom is like, Tom is like, I wouldn't have done it. You know,
Yeah.
fuck you, Henry. I would have kept my mouth shut. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tom.
But Henry does volunteer himself to go distract the sharks so they can continue with their mission to get off the moon.
Here's my question,
He
Nick.
grabs a blowtorch and sticks it up his ass.
No,
What?
he straddles like a blowtorch.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he
and, like,
stuck it up his butt.
he like rides it out the
Yeah.
hatch
Whee!
because low
I
gravity.
know what your question's going to be.
I thought Henry was super important to fixing the ship. And now he's like, okay, just sacrificing himself, and everyone's okay with it. I
Yes.
thought they rescued him because he needed Henry to fix the ship. But he's just like,
see, that's another good one.
you got plenty of people here who can fix the ship.
This-
But why the fuck did we come get you, man?
I know. That's a great fucking point. This movie has so many fucking holes where you're like, what? Holy
So,
shit.
Henry straddles a blowtorch, opens the door, and rockets out past all the sharks, drawing them off.
Like a bad fart.
Yeah, or like a witch on a broom kind of thing.
A space jet ski.
Yeah, a space jet ski. One of the sharks gets a hold of him. Here's where they had a great opportunity, because one of the sharks gets a hold of him and has the blowtorch in his hands, and he goes, die, you son of a bitch. And when he could have said, smile, you son of a bitch, and blown up the
Jaws.
blowtorch, just like Jaws.
Jaws.
That's what he should have said. Smile, you son of a bitch.
Applause died down a little bit.
But he says,
That's good.
die, you son of a bitch, and blows up the...
That would have been a great Easter egg.
Totally. But
Totally.
they didn't, because that's not a copyrighted line. You could say that.
Yeah, just-
And everybody watching who's seen Jaws would have been like, oh my God.
Yeah, just like when you say, oh, is anybody out there? You know, you hear that,
Right.
and people are like, hey.
Right.
And then when you hear it like, you know, well, Americans are also very, you know, bloodthirsty and killing people, you're like, oh.
Right.
You hit pause and you have a group discussion.
And then when you have, should we kill these shark babies even though they haven't done anything? Like, big ethical dilemma. Well, Henry blows up the blowtorch and the shark, seemingly killing himself.
Yeah, because all that's left on the iPad is a splatter of blood.
Right.
I don't know how he gets that view.
Yeah, that's
His
true.
sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Right.
But they have to get their ship back online to not only get the ship home. But
My
they have-
notes say inside they've apparently just been watching on cameras instead of doing anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's
That's
just watch to see if Henry makes it.
where's the camera?
I don't fucking know. A camera's outside the ship?
Okay, yeah. But
Oh,
it's
go ahead. Sorry.
okay, yeah. So they also have to take positions to fight the sharks.
Okay.
And they have to adjust for the moon's gravitational pull and adjusting for weight. The fight path is clear, but now, Andy, fuck, they've only got a half an hour. Tom didn't calculate the gravitational pull on the magnetic patriarch of the magnetic fields of Stubular.
Something about the math didn't add up.
Yeah.
I just love how Tom said he had to adjust for their new weight. Like, well, you've lost 4 people and only gained 2, but whatever. But he did the math wrong. You're right. So then now they only have like 20 minutes instead of 4
And
hours.
the sharks have made it on the ship, and it's a full posse of sharks, Andy, and they're loading up eggs, and they're ready to take off too.
Oh, a whole bunch of them. Yep. Tom is like, well, I got to download the flight plan onto a flash drive. Otherwise, they're going to figure out our route. And everyone, if you guys, Josie, Tom, you guys don't have the right spacesuits on, so the sharks will be drawn to your electromagnetic signature. Go hide amongst some machinery, and we'll try to fight them off. Well, this is quick because Josie goes and hides under a table first, but they end up getting her.
Yeah, they get her.
And then Tom downloads the flight plan onto a flash drive, and he ends up getting killed.
Yeah, but he's holding it in his hand, and when he's killed, he doesn't lose his grip. I just wonder if that's scientifically something too.
Don't know.
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah. So the commander, Commander Tress,
Xena.
Akula, Mike, and Sergei all end up surrendering. The sharks surround them, and there's like, we surrender.
And Xena's like, "Thank you, sister, for keeping the humans busy, so we could learn how to fly the ship."
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, and making the humans feel like Akula was in on it.
Yes, that's
And-
true. Akula's like, I wasn't in on it. I didn't know.
Yeah, the adopted hybrid daughter looks at her papa and says, "I had no idea. I promise."
I didn't know.
And Xena again's like, "Sister, come back to Earth. We will rule it together."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I will never go back with you. Sergi is my father." And Sergi goes, "I believe you. I trust you."
Okay.
Yep.
You're right.
Yep, that's it.
I think of all the accents you've ever done, this one's your best.
Thank you, Andy. I appreciate you telling me my Russian accent is pretty good.
Very good. In Soviet Russia, you sound like one of them. So Commander Tress tries to get the sharks to. She tries to negotiate. Maybe if you guys just stay on the moon,
We'll
let
come
us
back,
go.
yeah.
You can build your civilization. We'll bring supplies, and we can coexist. And which, no fucking way. There's no way. Zarnia, the shark commander, is like, no, I'd rather just conquer Earth.
Yeah.
So the 4 people left start to hatch a plan there in the prison cell, but Mike doesn't trust Akula. But he's got to go along anyway. So they gear up. They're going to fight Scar, the torture shark, comes in.
The one with the coconut boobs.
And they raise their fists like they're going to fight. But just before she gets to them, Henry jumps out of nowhere and stabs her from behind.
Yeah.
He didn't blow up.
Didn't blow up. He was able to live, but this time he for sure dies.
The other guard, jumps him and he gets eaten.
But Scar is
Dead. And they find Tom's USB flight plan on the floor with in his hand.
Yeah, his hand is obviously been
chopped off.
Yeah, they didn't eat the hand. I guess
No.
sharks don't eat hands.
Right. Not
From
that
what I've
one.
learned. Yeah, or the one on the moon. But he's holding the USB. He
Yes.
didn't lose grip of it, so hey, we got the flight plan.
Maybe we could go to Sergei's ship.
Yeah.
And use the flight plan in Sergei's ship to take off and leave.
So they have to jump off the U.S. space shuttle. They have to jump off that ship to get to the Russian space shuttle.
Right. So Mike, Tress, and Sergei all jump. Akula stays behind and taunts Zarina, the leader shark, knocks her off the ship, and jumps off after her. So now the Tabula Rasa is in the air with no one flying it, I guess.
There's one shark on it, I remember.
Okay.
I mean, maybe a couple other. It's a big ship.
Yeah, and thankfully Sergei's ship is nearby, so they can just run to his shuttle.
Yeah, how convenient.
How convenient. And also Zarina, the leader shark, isn't dead. She just fell and got knocked out for a minute. So they run to Sergei's ship, hoping that the booby traps are going to slow down the other sharks chasing them. Sergei says, I have a way to destroy the rest of the sharks. He's going to fly his ship into the volcano in the middle of the shark colony, which should cause an explosion that wipes out everything around. And if they're lucky, hits the ship that's in the sky still, Tabula Rasa, and brings it down too. That's the plan.
What about them on Earth?
How are they going to get out?
How are they going to survive?
I think they just figured at this point, we need to stop the sharks and our lives don't matter. I think maybe that's their thought here. Like, we're going to try to wipe them all out so they don't get off the moon.
Okay.
That's the impression I get. So Sergei prepares to fly the ship while Akula, Mike, and Commander Tress fight off sharks on the ground. Sergei takes off and he flies directly towards the shark colony volcano.
Playing rock and roll music on a vinyl, like
Yeah.
on a album.
That wouldn't skip.
That would just break up. I mean, I
Right.
just thought that was brilliant. But yes, he does fly the Russian space shuttle into the shark civilization community,
Right.
blowing it up, taking everything down, just like we said. It is Shark Massacre.
And a column of lava shoots up in the air and takes out the ship, the Tabula Rasa American ship, while it's in the air. It blows up too. What I think happened on the ground, did you catch it second watch? I think the sharks are fighting with Akula and Commander Tress and Mike, and they the sharks throw them in, the whale shark eats them. So I was like, holy shit, they're dead. But the commander and Mike and Akula, they all get eaten by the whale shark.
Because that's what Xena was doing. She was throwing people, her own people, and them into the whale shark.
Into the whale shark, eating them. But then when the explosion happened, it sent the whale shark flying up into the orbit, and it flash freezes in space and shoots all the way back to Earth.
Perfectly in the ocean.
Lands in the ocean.
Perfect, with a lifeboat.
And Mike and Commander Tress and Akula all survive in a lifeboat.
Where did the lifeboat come from?
I think it was something that Sergei gave. He said once you hit the water, it'll take care of itself.
Wow.
Gave it to Akula.
How cool to say, how did you get back to Earth in a fucking moon, like a monster whale
shark flash frozen in space, made it all the way, perfectly shot, perfect trajectory from the far side of the dark shark side of the moon, around back to Earth.
Anyway, they're back on Earth. It was the first watch. Even Jody, we were both like,
how
what
did they get back?
Happened? I didn't even think I texted you, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like a space warp, or aliens or something.
Aliens, always. Shark aliens. Kula is so happy to be on planet Earth. She's like, this is just what Papa told me it would be like. It has eclipsed all my dreams.
Right.
But suddenly,
Akula goes into labor. Because remember, the sharks can asexually reproduce.
Yeah, I thought one of Commander Tress's crew members, because you remember she kind of walked up to one. I was like, did they sneak off and go bang?
Really quick?
Yeah, but how, with gestation, 24 hours, not 9 months?
Akula.
She gives birth.
Gives birth in the raft.
To a baby shark.
Little baby shark. Commander Tress says it's adorable. Akula freaks out and says, I must take care of my babies. And she jumps into the water. We see a ring of baby sharks floating around the boat. And Commander,
how many does she have?
I don't know, but there's at least a dozen.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
And Commander Tress goes, we are so roll credits.
Roll credits.
So
we
is
did
there
it
going to
in
be
an
a
hour.
Shark Side of the Moon 2?
I sure hope so.
They call it Sharks on Earth, Planet of the Sharks. We already covered that one.
Shark Side of the Moon U-2-2. So the rover, and the rover's involved. Because the rover didn't get destroyed.
What a bizarre
On a scale
movie.
of 4 shark boobs to 12 shark boobs, what would you give this movie?
4 to 12.
I'm going to give it a 6.
Yeah. I was going to say maybe 8 just for the silliness. Just extra points for just how crazy goofy it is.
Yeah, I mean, this is one where you could watch with your friends, get high or whatever, and you still could talk. It's like, you could watch it, but then you could just laugh and just go off on it.
But just the loophole, the gaps in logic don't make any sense.
And
the fact that they're able to communicate without radios on the moon or not have helmets on the moon,
Yeah, but that's the thing. What I get to is it's supposed to be funny. Maybe that's why they wrote it, but I don't know. It's supposed to be, of course, silly. I get it.
These sharks can survive in the vacuum of space on the moon.
Well, this is. Do we do a kill count?
I have a rough one. You want me to?
Yeah, let's try it out.
We didn't have Dick Shot killed.
No, I don't have.
So at the beginning of the movie, a whole bunch of science people got killed when the sharks first escaped. There was obviously, I didn't count, but I saw at least 3-4 on screen.
Okay.
I just said a bunch of science people.
Okay.
Ayosha, the other scientist at the rocket ship, he bought time for Sergei to take off. Then our boy Liam was the first one from the Tabula Rasa to get killed. I tried to count some sharks as they killed 2 sharks at that same spot. Then Owen and Ellie both died. Then there was one prison shark that he bit himself, and Akula finished him off. There's a shark that broke into the ship, and then Josie and Tom, and then Scar, the torture shark, she got killed, and then Henry ended up getting eaten. And then I guess all the rest of the sharks when the lava destroyed them.
Kill count 1,416.
It's gotta be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know, plus another 6, 18 or so.
Yeah, okay, I'll dig that. That's a good job.
It's hard to keep track, but it's gonna be more difficult next week.
I have a good question for you.
Yeah.
I've got a great question for you.
Please.
Doll shark or shark side of the moon?
Oh, Doll Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Doll Shark better, for sure. Yeah, go watch Doll Shark. We did that a couple years ago. Now,
Was it a couple of years ago?
Feels like it.
I don't know what we did last year. Was it Arkansas Women's Massacre? And
Was that last? We did Planet of the Sharks.
yeah,
I know was last year, and a different one. I don't recall.
I think it was Arkansas Women's Massacre.
Okay. Arkansas Women's Prison Massacre.
yeah.
That was when sharks did
Because
Tremors.
if you're still with us, we do shark movies right around when Shark Week is on Discovery Channel. We
Yeah.
try to do a couple of shark episodes as well. Which also we should mention our buddy who does the shark movies, Bucket of Chum.
The Bucket of Chum podcast.
Yeah, check that out on Instagram. Fun, talk about knowledgeable shark movies.
For sure.
And so we continue next week.
Next week.
Oh boy.
From 2020.
I did a first watch of this, Andy.
Yeah.
I
Hard to follow.
Yeah.
1 hour, 42 minutes. It's Sky Sharks. Sky Sharks. Deep in the ice of the Antarctic, a team of geologists uncover an old Nazi laboratory still intact where dark experiments had occurred. In order to conquer the world, the Nazis created modified sharks who were able to fly. And that's Sky Sharks for next time. What a bizarre movie. I can't wait to cover it. That one's my choice for Shark Week.
That's going to be fun.
Anyway.
I will also say this. We're going to finish up Shark Week. Mm-hmm. Have we set up our interview?
Yeah, I emailed the guy. He's going to get back to us, but it sounds like we'll do that a little later air after Sky Sharks.
Yes, and then
I'll update the website, slashupodcast.com.
Yes, and you're killing it with content. Andy's kind of taken over a little bit of our social media.
Yeah.
I would say the majority of it, and it is fun. The videos are so crazy.
Yeah, thank you. And more to come. It's just work's gotten a little busy, so there isn't tons of time to do it, but I'll set aside some time.
Great.
This is our fun hobby, you and me. We don't do this for work. It'd be nice. We get some money from this, but maybe someday.
You can't make money off horror.
You can't make money off horror.
Except your name's Jordan Peele.
Well, thanks for
Eli Roth.
Thanks for listening to Shark Side of the Moon.
Shark Side of your balls.
And I don't know, follow us on Instagram, /U_podcast. Check out slashupodcast.com. Email us slashupodcast@gmail.com. And the Facebook page too. What else you got, Nick? Anything?
No, I just want to say bye.
All right. Well, that was another fun movie. Until next time.
I promise I wouldn't do anything weird with shark boobs.
It's okay.
Okay.
Class dismissed.